Hold on, let me get back to the call so I can do that.
Welcome to Branco Broadcast. My name is Bob Branco. This evening we're very pleased to have with us Miss Phyllis Schockner of Sacramento, California. She's going to talk about her life, how she's become an inventor, how she's got a very positive attitude about going through life's obstacles, and, well, I don't want to steal her thunder. We'll let Phyllis tell us. Hi, Phyllis. Go ahead and give us your background and your presentation.
Hi, Bob. Good afternoon or evening to you. Let's see. Well, I came into this world. I was 1 pound, 12 ounces, and I really shouldn't even be here. And I have ROP, so I can only see about 2 inches out of my right eye, and the rest of it's just nothing. But I always thought, well, you know, okay, this is the way it is. And I went through school, and in our mainstream school system, I didn't learn a damn thing. And until I got out of high school, I went into college and took about 2 years of English just to learn how to read and write. I mean, it was just incredible, our system, and I think it's still the same today. But then I got married at 19, didn't know what in the hell I was doing. But from there, I had it okay for the first 10 years. And then I had my son, who I miss very much. And I went to Braille early on, I think when I was about 21, because I didn't have an opportunity before then. And that's where I met a very good friend of mine that gave me the idea for my invention, but I was unable to really do anything about it until a few years later. And I've been struggling along because I got very ill. I had a bacterial infection that went into my brain and destroyed my TMJ joints and left me with epilepsy and severe panic attacks, which I'm still dealing with to this day. And it's been 30 years of back and forth hell, and I just figured, well, I always had a philosophy of tomorrow will be a better day, and that has what got me through everything, and just trying to make things better for myself and my family, and thinking, okay, what am I here for? What can I contribute to society? And that's basically how I started with my invention, with my friend who gave me the idea. She was telling me that she always got shocked when she was trying to plug something in. She's total, and she also had long fingernails. So she'd get the fingernails into the outlets, and she'd get shocked, and she would tell me that she sometimes got thrown across the room because she couldn't plug anything in. It was driving her crazy. So I went home, and since I love working with my hands and I love doing crafty things, I came up with the idea of what I called then a smart plug. And unfortunately, I didn't trademark the name, so I got to come up with another name. But I did the designs, and I put it in for a patent, and it was accepted, so it is patented. And I was able to make them, but unfortunately, there was a fire which destroyed the machines, which destroyed my inventory, the molds, everything. So I'm starting over again. And basically, I'm doing real well. Where I come to today, trying to get it back on the market, because it did sell. I sold almost 10,000 units by myself, and I know it will sell. It will help millions of people. And I always ask a specific question of someone, which I did ask Bob, and he said yes. And if it would be okay for me to ask the audience a specific question?
Ask anything you'd like.
Well, everyone, let me ask you this. Have you ever had a hard time plugging something in if the outlet was behind something, like under a desk or behind a couch? You couldn't quite see it. In my case, couldn't see it at all, and you couldn't reach it very well, and you're getting really frustrated. Sometimes you'd plug something in half into the wall and half into the outlet, and you just give up and say, forget it, I'm not even going to bother. Well, my invention will allow anyone, just about anyone, to plug in anything within 3 to 5 seconds, whether they can see the outlet or not. Period.
Wow.
Phyllis, this
yes.
is Tony Leonard. I have had that experience, and I think that a lot of us have, because you don't know exactly where the outlet is. It's way behind something. You're not strong enough to move it, and I'm sure I'm not the only one.
I have to agree with that. I have problems with that, too. I'd love something else that would make it easy to put things in.
And sometimes people are afraid of plugging things in, too.
Yeah. Phyllis, you told us about how it saves us the aggravation of finding the outlet. Could you describe the process to us, how it makes it easier? What do you do to make it easier?
Okay, the configuration of the outlet itself, the cover is most of the time in the United States, Mexico, and Canada, the outlet covers are flat. So it makes it very difficult to find the outlet.
Yes.
So my configuration that I came up with is basically three-dimensional. It comes out 1 inch from the wall, and the inside of where the outlets are, it's almost like a funnel. So it's a guide, and it literally, when you can get to that opening, which is extremely simple, you don't have to see it or anything, you just bump into it because it comes out from the wall. It will literally guide the prongs into the plug because there's no side-to-side or up or down motion, so it literally just goes right in the first time. And it makes it so simple for anybody to plug anything in. I took it to the Braille Institute, and I made a fake wall, and I put one of these on that wall, and I turned it around. So they had to literally reach around to plug something in, and I always got, wow, I can't believe I plugged that in already, because I set a buzzer on there, and it was just incredible.
Wow.
Phyllis,
I have a...
you should take it to Shark
Lou
Tank.
and then Don. Go ahead, Lou. Was that you, Lou?
Yeah.
Maybe
It was
wasn't
me.
Lou.
It was Joni.
Oh, Joni and then Don. Go ahead, Joni.
Phyllis, you should
Yeah.
see about getting on the show Shark Tank.
That scares the hell out of me.
No. I think sighted people, any people, could use that. And that
Absolutely.
show is so wonderful. And I just love it. I watch it all the time. And this really sounds like a wonderful, wonderful item.
It will sell, and I know for a fact, it will sell millions. There are.
What's he selling for?
I sell them retail for $9.95.
Oh, my God. That's incredible.
You got to be kidding. Yeah.
No.
Good deal.
Don, you're next.
Yeah, okay. Phyllis, this is Don from Massachusetts. If I understand you correctly, this is more like a guide that will attach to your outlet. Is that right?
Yeah, what you do is you take off the original flat outlet cover that everybody has.
Oh, right.
Huh? And mine literally screws in the same way. I even give you a special screw because it's about 1/4 of an inch longer. And you just screw it in the same way, and it literally is a guide that will help anyone to plug something in.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see.
Does that work for 2 and 3 prong plugs? Like
When I get this one going, I have other designs, and I also have a design in the works for USB ports in it as well.
Oh, that's interesting.
Really
That's interesting. This is Lou, and my question is, you know how some old outlets in apartments and stuff, like I plugged one of those air fresheners in, and I was in housing, and the air freshener thing got really hot, and it started to melt, and I got scared, and I pulled it out. I got a pothole in it and pulled it out, and it was really hot, and it felt like it was going to melt. Will this guide also, like, if you have older outlets, will it help you from being shocked or things getting severely hot and you get really scared, and so you could plug things out and in, and you wouldn't have to worry about anything with safety? And also, electrical fires, I heard, can be very, very dangerous. Will these inventions that you have with these designs help people if they plug different appliances in? And like, are you going to be working also on a stream, that you can put different plugs in, but they're all going to be safe?
Yes, to all your questions. The material that I'm making it out of basically is, it won't even melt. I've had it to where if a fire did start, the material won't burn. And it's also because the openings are only the size of the prongs that people can't get their fingers in it to get shocked. And as far as your problem with heat, that's probably more of the plug itself is bad and needs new wiring or something. But with my product, it's safe for children, anybody that's disabled. I mean, you won't get shocked. I mean, and it's smooth, so it's easy to find and doesn't have sharp edges. And I'm also going to be making it iridescent. So if you can see some, especially at night, it will glow.
And are there going to be buzzers on them that if, God forbid, there was a fire or something, it would warn you, it would alert you that you better plug things out? No?
No, there's no buzzers on it. It's very simple, actually.
This is Alan. I have a question. Will this new faceplate type of thing that you've developed work with the safety caps for children?
The safety caps for children are inside. But actually, you don't even really need them, but if you want to put them on, that's fine, yes. Because
children are notorious for sticking things in plug holes.
Yeah, no, it doesn't block the outlet itself.
Because these caps will
frames it.
These caps that I'm referring to fit, plug in, and they cover the outlet so children can't stick fingers or toys or anything in there to be shocked.
That's fine. It literally it leaves the outlet where the prongs are exposed, but it's such a tight configuration that it's very difficult for anybody to get anything in there unless they took a knife or something and did that. But it's very safe. And
have you thought of, you say it glows, have you thought of making it almost as a nightlight as well?
It will be when I do that configuration.
Very good, thanks.
There will be other configurations that I already have on the drawing board, like you had mentioned, like 2 outlets and a switch, or different configurations. But I want to get this one off the ground first, so I can do everything else.
Phyllis.
Yes.
This is Bob. You were saying that you did not trademark the name Smart Plug, therefore you may have to come up with another name. Do you know that the name Smart Plug has not been trademarked at all yet?
Yes, I do know it has been.
Okay.
Which frustrates me, but I've come up with some other names, and I was thinking possibly calling it an Easy Guide Plug or Easy Glide.
Don't tell us what you want to call it, because you don't know what people might try to take from you.
You never know. That's true.
I have a question.
Sure.
Karen, go ahead.
Yes, are you thinking of putting this in catalogs such as aids and appliances catalogs?
Absolutely everywhere. I used to have it in catalogs until the fire, when I could no longer sell them. I had, up until recently, I had catalogs that wanted to put it in there, such as LS&S. Maxie turned down because he told me that he has way too many products, but he did have it in his catalog before. Getting it in Home Depot, Lowe's, HSN, QVC, and so forth and so on.
Yeah, 'cause I think it would be good for not just blind people, but for elderly, people with Parkinson's, just make
about for everybody.
Yeah, I think you have to market it not just to people with disabilities, but to everybody. That's why I think you should go on Shark Tank, because
I agree. That would be cool.
if you had somebody like Lori to help you get it on QVC, that would be so fantastic. And you have to, you said that you I know that it's the idea that you don't want to let anything get in your way. All you can do is see about how you get on Shark Tank, try it. If it doesn't work, they'll give you ideas, and you can always try again or go on another road. But you have to be determined. You have to push, and I think you're that kind of a person if you're doing this. I want to ask you a personal question. You said that you had a son and you miss him.
I have a son. I miss him. I moved up here, and I never get to see him. I've seen him 3 times in the past almost 2 years. And it's very difficult because I want to be able to help so many with this, which in turn will allow me to help my family and, of course, myself, because I'm living on $9,000 a year. It's very, very difficult. I also have Parkinson's and epilepsy, as I mentioned, but I didn't mention Parkinson's. But I know, because there are almost 800 million homes in the United States, which have, that's just the United States and Canada and Mexico as well, that have at least 15 or more outlets in each home, and they bought one. I mean, it's a multi-million-dollar product, and I'm working on getting funding. As far as the Shark Tank goes, I did check on that, and they get about 1,500 people applying, and about 150 people maybe get approved to go on the show.
That was a
very, very difficult process.
They probably pick you up because it sounds unique, and it probably would be awesome.
Yeah.
It is unique. It is unique. When I patented it, the patent examiner called me up and said, "Can I have one?"
Oh.
So I'm going, okay, sure, I'll send you one. Why not?
Can I talk to Phyllis?
Go right ahead.
I have a comment. Well, actually, I have known Phyllis for maybe 45 years. She is the most wonderful, talented woman I have ever met. She's determined.
Aww.
She has gone through one mishap after another. She's gone through one illness after another, and God knows she needs a break. She has had this idea for many, many, many years. She's had problems getting it on the market. She's had problems people stealing it from her, but she never gives up. I mean, she's been abused. She's been had been bullied her life. She's had so many ups and downs. You guys just wouldn't you imagine? I mean, it would bring tears to your eyes if you heard all her stories. I love this woman. She deserves a break. She's on her own. She has no family that's close to her. She's got few friends that really, really love her, and we're all rooting for her, and I just hope that you guys, maybe could give her some help or guidelines. Shark Tank, I don't know about, and QVC and things like that. Her product would have to be over $25 in order to get it on a program like that, and she's offering it at a very low price. But I just want to comment on how wonderful she is, and I hope to God you guys can give her a break.
Hi, I'm Russell
sweetie.
in California.
Love you, Phil.
Love you too.
Yes, the gentleman from California. You're next.
Yeah, I've got it. I'm I do ceramics myself, and I heard in the information regarding this program that you do ceramics, and I was wondering, do you do your own firing, and if so, how do you operate your? Are you able to operate your kiln?
Well, I did have a ceramic studio a few years ago, and I had 2 huge kilns, and I've been doing ceramics for 55 years.
Oh.
And I had everything. I love it. But unfortunately, because of the situation I was in, someone that I was living with, long story short, tried to kill me, killed my dog, and while I was in the hospital, stole all my equipment. So I now have nothing.
Sad.
Oh man.
Oh, that's honey, I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, you're sorry.
Yeah, I've been. I do ceramics, like I said earlier, and I have some assistance with the painting and firing. I do most of the painting myself, but I do have some assistance with the firing because I don't know. The kiln that I have is a computer-controlled kiln, and I don't know if it would work to put a braille overlay on the panel because it's just a flat panel like a microwave.
I found it much easier for me to use a manual kiln because of the LED displays and so forth. I couldn't see it. There's no way. So I bought myself manual kilns, and it was so much simpler to maneuver.
Yeah, I make ceramic cars myself, so I've been doing it for a long time. So that's why
I had a manual kiln until it died.
And whenever I hear of another person doing ceramics, it always piques my curiosity just to kind of know what they do and how they do what they do. Well,
luckily I can still see color. And I see color. I can't see the objects very well, but I'm so tactile that it's not hard for me, and I can imagine in my mind what I want to do with when I'm painting something. And because I can see 2 inches, I can do something very close up. But if it's past that, then I can't see shit.
Well, that's like my tunnel vision.
Yeah, I don't even have light perception, so I just have to kind of guess when I do the painting and hope. Yeah. I mean, that's why I have assistance with the painting, because sometimes they have to touch up places that I miss. Because even when it seems like it's all wet, it doesn't mean that.
Have you ever made Christmas trees? Musical things in ceramics.
Absolutely.
I love those.
All kinds of things.
Candy dishes and the candlesticks, and my mother took some ceramics, and she also made one of those beautiful little villages that played music.
Have you ever tried cars or motorcycles?
No. I tried a motorcycle once, but I got so frustrated with it. I couldn't do it.
You have, in my experience, you have to use thin wire, like for the handlebars and that kind of stuff. Because
I was more into raku. I never did porcelain because I didn't want to stress my kilns out.
Yeah,
didn't want to do high fire.
I don't do porcelain. I do, the low fire. Like 04.
Jewelry wire works wonderful.
Yeah, I use a 24 gauge high temp wire for mine, like for the windshield frames and the drivetrain, thin parts.
Phyllis.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I thought of just one other quick question. On your outlet guide, now I would assume that would work on ground fault outlets?
Any 110.
Yeah, okay.
It really doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay, because some ground fault outlets are shaped a little bit differently, and they're designed differently than the old outlets.
Yeah. No, it's if it doesn't work, if there's enough of a specific type of outlet to warrant making something specific for that, then I would do it. But right now, I am going for the outlets that everybody has.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I also give an adapter with it. I put in the package. Will allow people, so that will be for people that have a little bit more difficult time, and that will allow them literally, without even thinking, to plug something in. I mean, it just literally slides in there. So it's a no-brainer, really.
Yeah, well, you'd be surprised. Sometimes the simplest thing, I'll bet you this, once this gets publicized and distributed, I'll bet you this works out very well.
I am hoping for the best. I know it will because I sold almost 10,000 units by myself, like I had mentioned. And I had people calling me up, I want to buy more. And I said, I'm sorry, I can't sell them to you. I can't make them. And that's been frustrating me ever since. And
how far away
I know.
are you starting over again, get moving?
Yeah.
As soon as I get funding, which I'm hoping to hear very soon.
Have you tried GoFundMe? The website is called GoFundMe. People do that all the time.
Yes, I did. I had somebody do a video, and they screwed it up. So it didn't go anywhere.
Sure.
And I guess it's my life. People screw things up for me. But
Phyllis, I'm making an offer to you. I publish a magazine called Consumer Vision, and I would accept an ad from you free of charge, and I'll put it in special notices.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I have 250 subscribers, blind and sighted.
Okay. I'm hoping that I can find someone that might be connected. I would love to be able to get on QVC. I think someone had mentioned Lori.
She's on Shark Tank.
Oh, Shark Tank. Yeah.
But she works
for a really
QVC
nice person.
Too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call her the queen of QVC.
Yeah, I need a connection.
We recommend HSN also.
Yeah, HSN, QVC.
That would be good.
Any place that can help me do this, but I need to get the funding, which I'm waiting on. And once that happens, it will take me literally only 6 weeks to have the mold made, which I'm having made here in Sacramento. I will not make this in China. I'm sorry, but no way in hell.
I'm with you.
Everything is going to be made here.
Great.
And it will basically be able to get on the market within, I'd say, 3 months.
Do you have a website?
Well. No, I don't. I'm waiting for the funding to be able to put the website up and know that I am actually going to be in production soon, and then I can kind of go by that.
How big of a funding are you looking for? That probably makes a difference if it's,
You're not far from where I am, then.
Well, I mean, it'd be a lot for me, but do you have a figure, like, if you don't mind me asking, like, how much you would need to get started?
40,000.
40 what?
That 40,000, which will literally pay for everything, the molds. I mean, everything. It's all been worked up, costs for today, and by projections and everything. And with only 25,000 units, my profit margin is almost $60,000. That's after cost.
What about a small business?
Wow.
My credit sucks. I can't get a loan.
Can't get a loan. So good product
No.
like that. Wow.
No. This country, if you don't have money, you can't get money.
Yeah, I know.
You got to make money.
VA?
That's what I was thinking.
The VA.
Go ahead, Alan.
Have you looked at the SBA, the Small Business Administration?
Yes, and I wasted a lot of time with them, and then they basically didn't do anything at all.
Have you gone to friends and neighbors and asked them to give you like $1,000 or $5,000 check to get going, and at the end of 6 months or a year, you will pay them back at such and such a percentage?
Well, that would be really nice if I had friends that had money, but I don't know anybody that has money, and my family is literally flat broke. They don't have anything, and I'm struggling to do this on my own.
Have you tried places like the Lions Club or Rotary or Kiwanis, any of those service clubs? Many times they will...
I haven't been able to get contacted with the Lions. There was this Lions group up here, but they disbanded, and it's been pretty difficult trying to find to where I can get help to do this, because it's not a matter of will this help people or when. I know it can, and I know it just needs a little push. And
so are you a member of vocational rehabilitation?
Yes.
You need to push them and show them that with your business plan, this will allow you to become gainfully employed, and therefore don't settle for no.
It's been a tough road, because the vocational rehab is, I don't know, hasn't been too helpful.
Well, then I would go to the federal government and see if you can get some help from the, what is it, RSVA or something?
Yeah.
There are a lot of places out there you can look at for, I don't know them off.
And in California, you have a lot of agencies for blind people.
I know, and it's just, I haven't been able to get connected with the right type of person, I guess, to say, yeah, this is a wonderful idea, let's do this. It's always here, go here, do this, do that, and I said, been there, done that.
All right, one other thing, through SBA, the Small Business Administration, there are what is known as SCORE representatives. Have you talked to them?
I think I did about a year and a half ago.
Because they know where funding are. These are service corps. These are senior people who are retired and will help you. And they know where the money is and the funding is and can help you go after it. I would see if you can get a SCORE representative to at least advise you and help you. And if you're a good friend of one of your local banks, a good bank manager will also help you.
I don't know. I've never thought of a bank being helpful.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Yeah, you would be surprised.
Put the plan in front of you, maybe they might.
And if you also go to an investment house, there are many people that will take money out of stocks and bonds and put it into an investment such as yours, and you can do it as a first, second, or third mortgage type of thing that a lot of people do, and so forth. So there are avenues and ways of funding.
Well, I don't have a house. How do you have a mortgage without a house?
A lot of people will take money out of their own house as a second mortgage or third mortgage, and they will invest it in a deal similar to yours. And it's happening all over the country.
I never thought of that. I don't even know how to go about it.
Go to any investment like Merrill Lynch or any of those and talk to them. They've got customers that are investing and have money all the time, and they're looking to do things. A mortgage brokerage firm, venture capital firms. There are all kinds of areas with people with money that don't know what to do with it.
You can do this, Phyllis. We have a lot of faith in you, and we know that it's difficult, that you're scared, and it's very scary. But I don't know. I can just tell about you can do it.
I can tell that too. That I think we'll be able to get this done.
You know, it's not that Phyllis is scared. She's been taken advantage of over and over and over again. And she's still today on your show pursuing her dream and trying so hard to get this going. And every time she goes forward a couple steps, she keeps ending up going backwards. So, I mean, I'm really glad that
strong and she can do it.
I believe you can do it.
One day you'll take one.
I do too.
Matter of fact, Phyllis, I am so convinced that this will work for you that I'm willing to put some money up to help you as well. And Bob Branco can give you my contact information.
Oh, thank you.
You're on your way, babe.
I never give up. I just keep one day at a time, just keep going and know, because this is such a good product that it can help so many people. I know. I just got to get it going.
Well, Alan Dalton is the one that just said that he would help you.
And we'll all support you.
We all wish that we could support you financially. Yeah. If I had it, I would just give you the $40,000, but
unfortunately we don't have it.
Kind of it, you know, but I don't.
Yeah, me either. That's why I'm in the position I'm in.
Yeah.
But
you came on to Bob's show, and that's a start, you know, like he gave you the opportunity to be on the show and to be with all of us, and then we can back you. We can't give you the financial support, but we can give you emotional support.
Right.
Absolutely, you can call any of us.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely, because I know you're talking about anxiety. I've dealt with that, and do you ever need anyone to talk to?
And eventually, when you get it home to us, we can buy one of these things and try it ourselves, you know.
Yeah.
Phyllis,
I'm also on epileptic myself and under control and all, but I've also dealt with anxiety, you know.
So we're here.
We definitely are here.
We're here for you. I'm off.
I don't have anybody's contacts, so if Bob or somebody could send me the contacts, that would be wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you give out your email address to everybody now? Then everybody will have it.
Okay. That would be great, because I would love to get together, especially with people that are up in my area, because I'm all by myself. I literally do nothing all day long, and I have nowhere to go.
No friends up there?
Each day is no.
We should put her in touch with Alan
Where do you
Willis.
live? Where do you live in California?
I'm
Sacramento.
Alan Willis lives in Sacramento.
That's what I said at the beginning of the show.
There's a lot of public transportation things, I think.
So, Phyllis, what is your email address so that we can all have it?
Okay, it is my first name, lowercase, P as in Paul, H as in Henry, Y as in yellow, I don't know what I is, LL, which is Larry, I, again, Sam, that's PHYLLISS 8127 @gmail.com. I also have a business, which I've had for quite a while, and I call my business Out of Sight Products.
Would you include a phone number with that email?
Yes, the phone number is, my landline is 916-903-7950.
Could you send an email out with her contact information too?
Yeah, that'd be great.
And how do you spell your last name, Phyllis?
Schockner, SCHOCKNER. I really don't like my last name, but I probably never answered anything else.
Kind of stuck with you.
I happen to like it.
Yeah.
Send me that information, and I'll send it to the entire list. I have many more people on my list on the call right now, so if you can send me that again.
Wait a minute, SCHOCKNER. N as in Nancy, ER?
Yeah. NER, yeah.
ER.
I just thought of that when it was like shock, like kind of along with the
with your electric thing.
Yeah, that's true.
I love your name.
I did too.
For the invention in a way.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, would you mind if we call you to give you some support?
Yeah, even though I don't think most screen readers pronounce it correctly. They pronounce
Oh, well, that's another story.
My screen reader pronounces it just fine. I have JAWS 15.
Yeah, I probably should. I mean,
yeah.
I think it depends on which voice you have, too. I have desktop.
Oh, yeah. Oh, voiceover.
Well, I don't know about everybody else on the call, but I'm certainly going to buy one.
I'll get one too.
I'd love to sell it to you.
Yes, as soon as they're available.
Part of your birthday present.
I'll get one.
I might get you one, and I'll get myself one. I mean, everybody should have one of these things.
I'll be it.
Oh, everybody should have them.
Right.
I mean, my birthday present would be to me as to know that this is really going to happen. My birthday's in 2 weeks. And I'm 5.
Well, I already have faith in you, Phyllis, that it will happen, and it's not your birthday yet.
Yeah, I agree with Bob.
Baby.
So when's your birthday?
August 3rd.
August 3rd. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Miss
Luck, Phyllis.
Happy birthday.
It'll be my 65th.
Wow.
Good for you. Good for you.
I'm 66, Phyllis. It's Lou. And Phyllis, do you know Debbie D. Martinez? She lives in Roseville, California, and she has a daycare business, and she's totally blind.
I have no idea. I moved up here from San Diego about 2.5 years ago, and I don't know a soul.
Yeah.
One problem I have.
That's so sad.
Oh,
yeah.
That's right. Sacramento being big city like it is.
But she doesn't drive. She can't get out.
It's tough being alone.
Now they have paratransit though, right?
Yeah, but one problem I have to say is because of my epilepsy, I cannot be near fluorescent lights. So that allows
I know. That's
me to go
true.
anywhere.
Yeah.
Well,
me.
yeah.
Any final questions for Phyllis?
Just good luck, Phil. I love you.
Yeah, I just wish you all the best, Phyllis.
Well, we're in your corner, so
Absolutely.
don't worry anymore.
Yeah.
You need
So, Phyllis, just send me all of your information again. I'll send it out to my complete list. Okay. And I also am looking for an ad from you when the time is appropriate so that I can put it in Consumer Vision.
Would that be to when I'm actually up and running and ready to go?
Whenever you feel it's time for you to promote. You're the one who's promoting.
And you could even write an article about your invention.
Yeah. How you did this. How you
and put it in.
If you want somebody to interview you, I'd be happy to do it.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Sure.
I'd love to do it.
Yeah.
Sure.
We're writers. I'm a writer, and I'd be happy
That'd be
to
great.
do it.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
One of us can do it, or if Steve, if you want to, one of us.
Yeah. That would be great.
We're all rooting for you, Phyllis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's correct. Well, I want to thank you for sharing your project with us, and we're all supporting you. As you've heard throughout the program, we will do so. We've made you some offers, and we've connected with one another about different problems and solutions and how you can get through the obstacles in order to get your plug off the ground, so to speak. And we want to thank you for your time here on Branco Podcast.
Bob. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Take care. God bless you.
God bless you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.